become famous, they start treating you in a different way, but it depends on how you treat yourself and treat them back in a sense.
It's so true. People who say, oh, he's changed, it's completely the other way around. Other people change.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it?
I think if you have huge success, I think it's very easy to deal with it because you have no insecurities of how successful you are. You know you're successful. But the people around you, because you're so successful, they change and they're different.
There's more pressure on you, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. They expect you to be something and you say, hold on.
Do you feel that you're a product once you've become famous?
Well, you realise you're a product, yeah, you do. You realise that.
That almost destroys the artistic side in you.
Well, a corporate situation does. I mean, I was with a corporate label, CBS at the time, and it's very corporate run. It's run by accountants. And you become very aware of the fact that you have a formula that they're very satisfied with. Yeah. And you feel very claustrophobic after a couple of years of being there if you're passionate about what you're doing.
That's right. It's almost a shame that accountants have to take over.
They have.
Did you actually make yourself famous, though? Were you the person that made yourself famous, or was it other people?
I don't think anyone can make themselves famous on their own. I think in this business, the big frustration is the fact that you have the ability, I write the songs, I produce the songs, arrange them, create them, yet you still have to rely on other people that don't do any of that to feel that you're worthy of their input. So it's other people that have to promote you and put the money into you. It's very frustrating knowing that you create everything.
Is it different down the street and go like that when people beat that on you? Goes, hey, hey, superstar. Because I do, I love it. They do, yeah, well, I'd walk up down the streets and you bought it at beat down like Prince Charles, you know, hey, hey. I love it.
Nobody turns up for Prince Charles.
Oh, well, they do for me, you know what I mean? Well, I'm skint.
May I say this to you, Luke? There's a couple of things that you said which I think are very important to discuss. Yeah. You said when you have fame, you sometimes don't have privacy. Yeah. Well, the situation is this. If you want to become a politician, or if you want to go into our game, you have to realize that you are a public servant.
Sure.
And therefore, as a public servant, you at the same time have to give back to those who are giving you.
I agree. My point wasn't to say that I don't expect attention. It's fine. But we're all human beings, and there's times when I was making love to my woman, and I've got 8 people looking in a basement flat.
Well, you charged.
I did charge.
Did you charge?
Yeah. They didn't pay me.
What kind of a show is this you're writing?
I thought it was the title of a song. I'm making life to my...
You see, we're only 6 minutes into the show and we're on to sex already.
Thank God.
But this guy can't win because, you know, if he walks into a bar and he buys everybody a drink, he's a flash so-and-so.
Right.
If he doesn't buy everybody a drink, he's a mean so-and-so. So what does he do? He can't go into the bar. I mean, you know that. I mean,
stays out of bars.
He stays out of bars. That's what he's saying.
Basements.
And basements.
I've always said that
but
people...
it's like what I live in a small town, right? Yeah. And every Wednesday I sing at a wine bar just for fun. And this place is totally packed out, you know. Some people get very angry because I don't speak to everybody, and they think that, well, you know, he used to be, like he said, with the foundation. And I said, yes, I'm still with the foundation. He said, but we haven't heard anything. I mean, I travel quite a lot, right? And as he says, it's very difficult at times, you know, that now I can walk around, you know, people in my town know who I am. Hi, Clem, I heard your record and stuff like that. But I still love the attention.
Well, sometimes you're tired, though. You don't want to. You don't feel like chatting.
Why do the attention's important?
I think
saying what Joe was saying. He loves walking down Newport.
No, I think that if in your life that you've done,
I love it.
Like Tweety said earlier on, I mean, she's embarrassed the fact that, you know, when people see her on the streets and, you know, they ask the questions about what she's done.
Is it different when fame is thrust upon you?
Oh, yes, it is. It's a real burden. As John was saying, it is a burden. You haven't done anything to deserve it. I mean... Luke has earned his fame. He's done something positive. And he understood when he started out, presumably, that the trappings of fame were going to be difficult. Sure. But when one day you are a housewife and the next day you are the eye of a media storm, you're on every newspaper cover, you're on every news programme, every radio programme.
Press is staking out inside your door.
Press is staking out my house.
This was because your daughter Jennifer, it's Jennifer's ear, isn't it? Was part of the... a Labour Party political board?
No. I don't reckon that anybody who performs is really looking for fame. I don't think they are.
Hang on, Doc. She likes to win. Listen to her.
The hand phrase fame, really, it's people outside the business who aren't performers, they see it as
this is...
Yes, but let me
saying she's a business too.
Yes, but really, when you're out there on stage with your guitar like Clem, or doing a song, doing all your stuff, what really you want is the fame is a secondary thing. What really I look for when I'm singing in a pub to 100 people is to have the people around me thinking, he's doing that well. It's the acclaim of your peers.
Yeah, that's right.
Trina, hang on, let me get Trina.
Things like that lady said there, you know, she was stuck behind a desk and she didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
it's something you're good at. It's like if you're good at carpentry, you'll be a carpenter.
You're aching.
I'm a singer, so I want to do singing. I don't want to be stuck behind a desk doing.
Yeah, you do it because you'd be upset and miserable if you didn't.
Yeah, of course, it's something inside you. You just want to do it so much, and you know you can do it. It's your talent. That's what you can do. Like you might be mathematically minded or something.
Hold on, Hugh. Go on, Hugh. Yeah, go on.
May I ask a question? We have just seen two of the most super sports people, Torval and Dean, do something which the world, the audiences, thought were perfection. We've seen what the judges thought about them.
That's it.
How would you feel as a sportswoman if you've been in Torval and Dean's position?
I've been there, and I know what it's like. I know what it's like to stand at Blackpool in your own country in a final at the National Championships and be booed because they brought over a South African to beat you.
And did he?
And she did.
She did, I mean,
She did, yeah.
What were you going to say, my friend? Hold on.
Hi, my name is Nadine and I come from Russia. And I came to this country because I felt that my country didn't want me to be famous or different or a little bit above average. Every time I would come on stage or do my say better, I felt pushed back and I had to be the same as everyone else. And I was getting so frustrated. My father is a famous Russian composer and he made the same problems. As soon as he left Communist Party, he was nobody. He had no money. So I came to this country and I want to follow in his footsteps. I write my own music and I sing and I perform and I really love the attention and I love fame. I've been in newspapers and it was the happiest day of my life.
How desperate are you to be famous?
Jacqueline, by the way, I want to be famous. That
Get your name in first, like this,
Probably more than anything in the world. But when I'm on stage, I'm not constantly thinking, I want to be famous. I'm doing this because I'm famous, because God knows the venues you're in half the time, they're not like the talk of the town or somewhere like that.
I know, but you're hoping that that's a step on.
Yeah, but it's the general public approval. It's looking into that crowd, you're singing a sad song, and you can make those people cry.
Oh, it's power now, is it?
Yes. That's exactly it, in a nutshell.
Oh, it's like a politician with an audience.
It's a form of control to get all those people together in an audience, and you can make them sway or you can make them clap.
Do you know when you've got them?
Yes, so there is a moment where you know.
I only know as a politician with an audience, and I don't know whether it's I suppose we're all politicians
you
are
know
attention seeking, but you know when you've got them.
Yes.
But that's not attention seeking, that's to do with power.
Well, no, the attention
comes in. That's control, isn't it? That's
no, the attention comes in when you step on the boards in the first place. Look at me.
Yeah, right.
That's when then something else takes over. It would be so boring if it was the same old thing all the way along, wouldn't it?
And you've got to obviously have what
to want to go there
Shakespeare would call
initially, and that's what's called being an attention seeker.
And you've got to have a conceit about yourself too.
Oh yes, I suppose so. We all could be if we were given a chance.
Go on. You have to be a type of a personality in the first place to be either a singer. I'm a teacher, I'm an organist. I love entertaining people.
But
so therefore that's your personality is coming out. When you're entertaining someone, you're that type of person, as simple as that. If you're not that type of person, you shouldn't be there doing the job. It's simple.
Are these inadequate people?
Well, you're actually having a love affair with somebody you don't know, because an audience...
Love affair is physical. Don't be silly.
Well, because, I mean, I just wonder how many people who are famous and who make it to the top are actually inadequate inside. Maybe when they were growing up,
they're just real
their parents
people.
didn't sort of show them enough encouragement. I mean, how many people here...
Yeah, hang on, let's get that. Inadequate. Parents didn't show you enough attention.
My dad
You're
told
substituting.
Me,
this audience, you go out there and say, hey, look at me. They're your substitute mum and dad.
No, my dad told me from the day I was born how beautifully thought I was, how wonderfully thought I was. But my mother worked hard all her life, and I always appreciated her for that.
So in a way, you feel as though you want to repay that now, do you?
Well, no, it's not. I'm doing it for me.
Attention-seeking, Luke. Inadequate, Luke. Luke, I'm looking at you.
I think that there's two. I think the power thing is quite relevant. I think it's very satisfying. I think it depends how sincere you are. It's a very nice feeling when you see thousands of people getting off on what you're doing and knowing that you created that song, for example, sitting on the end of a bed with guitar, and now there's thousands of people listening to it. It is a buzz. There is a sense of power. It's not a power in a perverse way. It's a real satisfying way.
It's a satisfaction, isn't it? But I mean, I used to want to be famous, and
oh, so you were inadequate?
Yeah. Yes, I think so.
Your mother didn't love you?
I don't know, I'll ask her.
Well, you mustn't say that. Of course she loved you.
Yes, no, she's a great mum. But, I mean, when I was young, I used to sort of like look in all the mirrors, and there is a vanity, isn't there, that is there from the...
I was just going to say, there's something I wanted to comment on. I think there's one big segregation that must be made. There's two words, and fame and success are so different, and I think not patronising to the people that haven't yet had fame. And I mean that, it's just, I think people have to realise once you've had it, the thing you strive for is success, because fame in itself lasts forever. I'll always be known by somebody. It's no fun whatsoever without success, and I think if
does the money last forever?
Of course not. I mean, it can do. It depends. Situations are so varied. There's no one rule, but I think the one general statement can be that success and fame are so different. Fame doesn't bring success.
But leaving that and accepting that, one also people tend to assume, don't they, that fame and rich is rich and famous. They go together, like you know, apple pie and custard, or whatever it is. True. Does fame, did it bring riches in your case?
It made a lot of money. I didn't personally benefit from it. I made a lot of money. I had a contract that wasn't particularly beneficial to me. It didn't do me any favours. It was purely a contractual thing. A lot of people made an absolute fortune in anyone's book from my career.
And did you keep it? Did you hold on to it?
My money?
Yeah.
No, they earned the money.
Other people made it.
Basically, you know, they earned
exactly the same thing happened to me. You know, other people made the money, right? Yeah. I mean, what I'm enjoying now is that, you know,
hang on, no, please, I can't do it. You know, I can't get you, Clem.
Other people made the money. I mean, like Luke's saying, you know, we did what, you know, had to hit my first record. It was a #1. You know, it was nice having a #1 record, but in the meantime, I was on a wage. You know, so, you know, people were thinking at the same time, well, he's got a #1 record, you know, he must be making a lot of money.
Yeah.
But the image is so different from what it is. It's all an image. I think people see it.
People just see, the fact that they see you on TV.
Yeah. Oh, yes, many.
Such as?
And I personally feel slightly a fraud for being here, because I don't feel famous. My face was familiar from the Crime Watch programme, but I don't...
You're the police lady on Crime Watch.
I was.
Well, you were the police lady.
I was. Many people say that. But I have to pick up on what Luke said, that there is fame and success. I find fame at the moment is a particularly tacky word, because it's not just successful in something. The media have to actually support that well-known aspect with some alternative story or some image that they're trying to project you as, which is sometimes, many times, very false. I became a person that I didn't even recognise myself.
What was that person that you didn't recognise?
Someone who... And not everyone sees me, they don't know who I am. The fact is, the press have picked up on me, and I appear a lot in newspapers and in magazines. So it's like, oh, there's Tania Bryer again. She's always in the papers, but what's she do? Now, I appear on television every day, but not everyone's going to see me. Now, the newspapers have, for some reason, picked on me and put me into an image which might not necessarily be me, but I'm not going to defend that. I'm in the business of show business. I've chosen to do it, and therefore that has to come along with it.
What's the image, then, like Helen was saying, she has this glamorous, high-heeled image, which
well, what do you think, Robert? What's the image?
No.
I think it's
now, Tania, you said they have an image of me, and I asked you what that means, and you went like that. Well, that's not the image, that's the reality, Tania.
That is the reality. No, it's the reality of me, except they've picked up on all the things that I might wear a short skirt, that I have blonde hair.
What does it mean? Look at her. What is this might,
Well, I didn't want to upstage you and your trousers.
Is she wearing a short skirt, Clem?
She is wearing a short skirt.
She's wearing a short skirt. Next, Tania. Next one.
I didn't want to upstage you in your trousers, Robert, that was why. No, what I'm saying is that they picked up on the reality of me, except the reality of me doesn't necessarily mean that I am this glamorous person that always looks like this. I'm not going to change because the newspapers have picked up on the length of my legs or the colour of my hair.
And you never show you with the curlers in the morning?
Yes, they do, Joe. You only see me with a curler.
I only read The Guardian, mate.
There are different pressures. I mean, being well known certainly creates its own pressures. I accept that. But you know, if you're a person who's reached the very top as a worldwide rock star, if you like, the pressures are enormous.
Such as me.
Well, in you know, in an ordinary way, I mean, 14, 18-hour days are standard procedure. Travel is standard procedure. There are all sorts of other things you have to deal with. You know, threats, cranks, nuisance, and it's 24-hour day, 7-day week, 52 week in the year. not when you appear in a restaurant. I mean, I understand what we're saying about appearing in a restaurant and, you know, not being able to eat the peas off your knife, but
it's not so much the restaurant.
It's totally different if you can't step outside your house. Even.
But even when you're walking down the street and people say, "Oh, hello, Tania, hello," and you think, "Well, do I know them? Do I not know them?" And if you don't say hello, then they think of you as being not polite.
That's
and
right.
if you do say hello, then you're too friendly.
But that's nuisance.
Patsy, let's back on Patsy.
It depends where you are too. I mean, I was in television in